Welcome back to another day of Back Down History Lane, where I give you scripture. I give you something edifying for your soul. I give you something truly to think about. Today, I pose a question to you. Are you familiar with the term scapegoat? We don't use it much in our community, but I have heard the word. I actually need to go understand exactly what did that word mean? How do we carry it today? And when you look it up, it kind of just talks about you needing a fall guy, somebody to put the blame on, whatever the issue may be. You take a group that had a project that was due, and in that group, you can't kind of distinguish what really is the cause of you guys not succeeding. So you need an individual, you need somebody or something to put the blame on. So finding a fall guy, a fall person, or a fall thing, just something to put the blame on as to why you didn't succeed. That is how we use the term today. Well, I was reading in the book of Leviticus, the 16th chapter, yes, the 8th and the 9th verse. And let me read it to you. And it says, and cast lots to determine which is Yah's and which is to be sent away. The goat allotted to Yah shall then be sacrificed by Aaron as a sin offering. The other goats shall be kept alive and placed before Yah. The rite of atonement shall be performed over it, and it shall then be sent out into the desert as a scapegoat. So, I read one version, but then another translation said Azazel. That took me on a whole nother dive onto finding out who was Azazel. But let me wheel this back in. So to help you understand a little bit more of what was happening in that chapter, in the beginning point before we got to verse 8 and 9, you have Aaron, who has just lost his two sons. And before he can enter into the holy place to, commune with Yah, Yah told Moses to tell your brother, listen, tell your brother Aaron that before he comes in here, he needs to cleanse himself. And this is what I want him to do. I want him to get two goats. And one of those goats he's going to touch on the head, and that's going to be sin offering unto me. But the other one, he's going to touch on the goat's head, and he's going to send that goat out to the wilderness. He's going to send that goat out to the wilderness, and it says to Azazel, but I'm going to keep it right here for now, and send that goat out. But that is what you call the scapegoat. That is where that reference came from. So I guess my point is I wanted to share with you, words that we use today, names that we use today, they meant something totally different back in historical days. And so here it is, if we speed it up to now, we're still using those words, but it has lost its substance and its true meaning on what it truly meant. Here it is, years have went by and I'm using the word scapegoat today, but I never knew it tied into the scriptures. And so the scapegoat meant, or Azazel means to go away. The sins of Israel, the sins of the children of Israel, or Yasharel, was placed on that goat and had to be sent away out to the wilderness, to Azazel, which is a whole nother story. But it just blew me away just to see the word within the scripture text, and we use it today. And I had no meaning that, I had no understanding that it was a term that was used a long time ago. And the further you get away from history, the further we get away, the original context on what something means is just gone. So I admonish you that, when you're using a word or you're using a term of something, maybe just looking to see what is the origin, where did this start? What is the beginning of this word? Where did it come from? And see if it means the same as it did when it first popped up versus today. Also, if you get a chance, do your research on who Azazel is. That was a whole nother deep dive where understanding it kind of falls into the place of the fallen angels. But that's it. Thank you very much for your time, and I'm happy studying.